Forfar at the Guide Dog Training Centre today.
And we're here to find out a little bit more about what they do here, meet some of their dogs and some of their trainers.
Dogs learn better in environments which provide opportunities for mental and physical stimulation, relaxation and social interaction. The Guide Dogs facilities at Forfar put this into practice, and as well as input from Guide Dogs' own staff, the design of the training centre incorporates the best from dog training centres all over the world. Guide dogs have been trained in Forfar for over 50 years, and for over 10 years at the newer site at Dean Way. The 6-acre site is geared towards well-being and development of the young dogs that arrive for their initial training before they go on to mobility teams around the UK for their more advanced training. It's a bit like doggy primary school. It features state-of-the-art dog care and welfare facilities, indoor and outdoor training areas, all designed to increase the number of happy, high-quality working guide dogs that can be provided for visually impaired clients. We were lucky enough to get a tour of the facility.
There's 4 kennel blocks, one in each corner of the building, and they can take in total 120 dogs.
Wow,
we often
okay.
don't have that many in because that would be a bit hectic, but we have the capacity for training dogs to take up to 120, and that doesn't include puppy block, intake, hospital, so sometimes, well, our capacity could be more than that, but they try not to.
No, it's a lot of looking after to yeah.
That was Lisa Strachan, Business Support Coordinator at the Forfar Centre, who was kind enough to show us around and put up with myself and Maggie both getting rather excited by being in the vicinity of so many quite adorable dogs. But despite both being quite big animal lovers, we were on our best behaviour, even when we found out that there were puppies, which is not always the case at the training centre.
So this is room, intake and puppy block. We don't usually have puppies here at Forfar, but sometimes if we don't have puppy walkers that can take them straight away, they will come up here overnight for a few days just so that they can settle in and be looked after.
And letting puppies get their rest is, of course, very important. And one of the key things you realise when touring the facility is that the dog's welfare and training is of the greatest importance. And there are a couple of things that you might not expect to find at a guide dog training centre.
We do have kennel cats, so this is a training aid. Not all puppy walkers have cats, and if a dog was to grow up never really seeing a cat and then go out to work and it's all of a sudden like, oh, there's a cat, the guide dog owner could potentially be, pulled if the dog lunges and stuff like that. So yeah, a lot of people, when we tell them we've got cats, they're like, oh, I didn't know you get guide cats.
that would be quite something, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But alas, the cats quickly wandered off, perhaps a little camera and microphone shy. And it was time for us to hit the training arena to see some of the trainee guide dogs in action.
Hi, my name's Dave Stewart and I'm a guide dog trainer here at the Forfar Guide Dog Training Centre.
Hi there, my name's Linda Brill and I'm one of the guide dog trainers here at the Forfar Training Centre.
And who's this?
This is Esme. She's a German Shepherd Cross Golden Retriever and she's just over 2 years old.
So this is Linda harnessing up Esme just to go through the obstacle course here in the indoor arena at the Guide Dog Centre. So she's nice and relaxed, she stands to get her harness on and gets clipped up. And Linda will give her a forward and she'll just move down the course. So Esme has a good idea of what she's doing. Linda's just encouraging her just to go straight on, and she's just stopped at the bottom of the obstacle course. Linda will give her a little treat before she sets off. So Esme has to guide Linda through the obstacles. Any hazard that's on the pavement, the dog has to avoid, either stopping, slowing down, or moving round to avoid the handler making contact with the obstacle. She's slowing down now through a little gap. Again, a narrow gap. She's stopped to show caution, and Linda gives her a little treat. Gives her another forward. Linda's now going to locate our fake cafe. So she's going to find the chair. She puts her head on the chair, she gets a treat. So it's important that when the dogs go to these social situations like cafes, shops, restaurants, that the dogs are well behaved, that they are not a nuisance, they're not scavenging food off the floor, not distracted by people, and nice and relaxed so you can have your cup of coffee or tea. Okay. Esme's going to find the pedestrian crossing here. She'll stop and stand, and then Linda will ask her to find the pole. So she's locating the pole for Linda so she can press the button on the box and get safely across the road. So Linda will wait for the green man, the bleeper or the cone underneath to twirl round. And when it's activated, she'll give her forward. She'll walk straight across the road. She's going to turn right on the up curb, ignoring the dog. And she's going to now locate our mock-up of a bus and train. So she's going to find the chair. It's important that the dogs are happy and relaxed on public transport. So it's important that we take the harness off so that the harness doesn't get caught under the seats. The dog's relaxed, goes into the narrow gap, turns around and sits, lies down out of the way, and you can go about your journey.
And then it was our turn, well, my turn, as Maggie nominated me to take part in being blindfolded and guided around the arena by Esme.
So if you come and stand
on this side,
here, the ideal position for you to be in is, I'll get forward a wee bit, if you hold the hand, you put your 4 fingers on the top and your thumb underneath, and relax that arm as much as you can. Keep your thumb in line with your leg, because if your hand starts creaking forward, you're not able to follow her very well. Yeah. So the ideal position for you the whole time is to be like that, and then she should supply enough tension for you to be able to follow her.
Perfect.
Okay. I'll do all the commands on that. Okay. So, okey-doke.
I'll put this actually on now, don't I?
You ready? Okay. Forward. Second. Is that for you?
Yeah, I keep letting my arm go forward. I'm already not going to find my leg. It's difficult. It's really difficult to know if I'm walking in a straight line. It's really,
she's pausing now.
It's hard to know.
One of the obstacles is in front of us just now. So what we're going to do now is when I give her forward, she's going to bend round to the right. Okay, forward. That's it. This is new for her as well. So. That's it. Good. Go straight. That's it. Good. You keep your hand in a good position. That's perfect.
Yeah, I really couldn't tell you what direction we're going in at all.
That's you about halfway through, and we're facing down towards the bottom of the arena. Yeah, it's really disorientating, isn't it?
But it is. I do feel like I can just trust the dog.
Yeah. Okay.
When I first started, it felt like I was getting pulled quite a lot, but now I'm quite glad for getting pulled quite a lot, because it's reassuring.
If you don't have enough tension, it's very hard to try and read which direction the dog. So it's very important that the dog gives you enough tension when you can follow it. That's it. That's you the bottom, believe it or not.
Yeah, no, it's amazing, because I'm aware that there's an obstacle course, but I have no idea where we were.
Yeah. So well done.
Fab.
Actually, we just put the handle on her back.
But of course, there's another very important part of the day, playtime.
This is Radley. He's a yellow lab. He's been in training for about 12 weeks. So he moves on to his next phase of training at the end of May. So Radley loves to work, but he also loves to play as well. So he gets a play session in kennels, but he also gets a play session in here. So he likes the tunnel, don't you? Good lad, you going in? You going in? Good lad, going in? Going in the tunnel? Good lad. Come. Wait. Good lad. Good boy. Yeah. Likes lying in the tunnel. Good boy. Good lad. In here. Good lad. Good boy. Ready? Good lad. Happy. Good boy.
We got to play too, heading to one of the outdoor runs with the adorable little puppy Echo. There are are 6 grass runs, some of which have climbing frames and tunnels for the dogs to use, and there are 2 sand runs which allow the dogs to get out even in the wet weather when the grass can't really be used, and provides a different environment for them to enjoy. Group visits to the centre can be booked throughout the year, and if you would like any more information on this, you can contact the Forfar Training School by emailing forfar@guidedogs.org.uk.